All right, so I just got access to my hackathon builder pack. So I thought I'd go through some of the things that we can actually do with all of these extra bonuses and benefits we get. So there's just tons of these things. A lot of these were new to me, so I'm looking through them myself as well. Thought this would make for an interesting video. The first one is, of course, Bolt.New. You get $30 credit, so that will kind of give you either free access to the pro plan. Apparently we will get more credits if we need them. If you can probably show that you're creating, quite a complicated project, you'll be able to get more credits. So for example, I'm already on the $20 a month plan, so I can upgrade to the pro 50 now, and yeah, I'll get that for free. Honestly, I'll be building so much with Bolt over the next month. I don't even think the 26 million tokens will be enough for me. I'll probably have to go up to the $100 a month plan. So next up is 21st Dev. So you get 50% off the yearly plan. So if you haven't used this website, I definitely recommend it. It's full of components and templates, especially if you're new to this whole coding thing. You can get like started. Look at that one. That one looks really cool. Just to get started with your actual website, you can just click on that one and then use, well, actually this one's paid. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Some of these people are charging because, yeah, they put a lot of work into these templates. But one thing you can actually do for free is use these components. So, you might use something like this. I think I actually used this one before. Super cool. Look at this one. It looks really, really cool. Graphic that you can use on your hackathon website, right? So what you need to do is just open the components here and then copy the prompt. So this prompt is all you need to do is copy this prompt, put it into Bolt.New chat, and you'll get something like this. Of course, then you can just change that's a cool feature. You can change the words that it does. Very, very cool. I'm mesmerized by this right now. So something else they have is the Magic MCP and Component Builder, which I think is part of their paid plan. So it's kind of like an AI component builder. So imagine you need a pricing page or something, then you can also use that. So yeah, that is on the paid plan. So I think that's pretty much worth it. Is like, the way Bolt is now actually pretty good at creating components, beautiful components. But if you want something, even more and to test out various components, then this could be something for you. Next up we have is Dappier. This is kind of like, if you're new to all of this stuff, I think it's very good because it helps you to create little AI answer searches. You can do this with super base edge functions. I have another video about that. You can watch that on my channel, but there's also other things that you can do here with like RAG and things that are a little bit more complicated for newbies to actually create. So something like this, you could ask a question, you could add this to your website, right? So it's easier to add this maybe than getting your OpenAI key and stuff like that. So you can add one of these boxes to your website, and then people can chat with your whatever your app is about. There is obviously a lot more to do this. If you have data, you can sell your data to other people and stuff like that. But for us, I think that will be the main use case of it. So let's move on to the next one is Tavus. I'm very excited about this one for my own project. I'll be creating AI voice agents and agents that you can talk to as part of my project. So yeah, you can check this out. I'll leave all these down below if you want as well, and you can check them out. But I mean, this one is pretty cool. You can have a chat. One thing that kind of scared me a little bit was it turns the camera on and he can actually see you. So he was telling me about, like, I had weights behind me and he was like saying, "Oh, you like to work out?" I was like, how do you know that? So crazy where we're going with AI. But imagine having an AI avatar like this in your app. I think that's amazing, right? So definitely something to think about, and hopefully we can just call the API and have different you can see the chats here, the person's chatting to a doctor here. So many applications of this, obviously. So really, really cool one as well. Next up is Pika. So building agentic automations fast. You get 2 months free for this one. Seems like it's a little bit more complicated for non-developers by this, obviously, but honestly, I've used Windsurf a bit and added some agents and connecting to tools and stuff like this. So if you do get an AI agent into your Bolt app, and you can use OpenAI or Claude's agentic services for that, add their API and say, okay, I want an AI agent. Well, this would be cool for actually adding, different data sources, right? So you can integrate all of these things into your app as well. So your agent can call your Airtable or your Ahrefs, for example, or your Gmail or your calendar. So it can go out and get that information. So if you think about it, that is a really, really powerful thing. This is probably one of the most powerful out of all these tools that I'm showing you. Maybe the Tavus one before is super powerful as well. But it depends on what you're doing, really, the type of app you want. But this really, there's like tons and tons of things. So I definitely recommend checking this one out because it's 2 months for free as well. The next one is Nodely, and this is related to Algorand, which, as far as I'm aware, is a cryptocurrency. So this is a little bit above my head, to be honest. I don't really understand a lot about this, but I guess you're making decentralized apps, right? DApps, then this could be something for you. The next one is called Sentry. So this could be quite interesting for us vibe coders because, yeah, code breaks, debugging, all of that type of thing. So this could be a very cool platform if we have errors and things like that. So yeah, I would definitely check this out. I asked ChatGPT about what this is all about. So error monitoring, right? That could be pretty good, especially as the app grows bigger and bigger in Bolt. And yeah, if you're storing things in Bolt and Superbase already, you have start having scaling issues. So I do hope there's something around Bolt with something like that because yeah, I mean, we all want to create a small app, but we all want to make a ton of money. And to make a ton of money, we're going to have to scale at some point. So this could be something interesting for us. Next up is ElevenLabs. Okay, this is where you use AI voices, right? So you could do, a storytelling app for children or something like that, and you just get your voice here. I actually have my own voices stored in the libraries here. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I already use this one. They also have this part, which I don't think a lot of people know about, is actually this conversational AI. So this is kind of competing with different services like Vappy and Synthflow, where you can connect to Twilio and make phone calls and stuff like that. So this could be a pretty cool one, like an AI receptionist agent or something like that. So I actually have another video about this as well. If you want to add an AI voice agent to Bolt, I went through that in another video, and you can check it out on my channel after this too. About translating to different languages, yeah, I think this could be very cool, especially, we're using LLMs so much to do so much of the work. And yeah, we need help actually translating everything in our app into different languages for different users, right? I guess this will be a little bit down the line for many people. You want to get it into English first or whatever the language your app will be. But yeah, I'd be quite interested to see that. And the other ones are for River, which is hosting all of the in real life events. So if you want to host community events, you get the pro plan, and this is another free 1 year Dev plus plus membership. So more benefits and free stuff there. I think I got them all. Expo, actually, a free month of Expo production. That is for mobile apps. So if you want to create a mobile app, then you'll have to use Bolt. And then when you go through Bolt and make your mobile app, you'll actually get a screen that has a QR code that you connect to your phone, and you download Expo, and then you can work on your app and see how it looks on your phone. Okay, so I realized just missed these two at the top. So you get a free domain for 1 year. That would be pretty cool because I want to get a domain. I don't know if it depends on which domain it is, because some of the domains I looked at were like $100,000 for the ones that I'm looking at. But obviously, I'm not going to buy that. I recommend just buying cheap domains. Really, it does matter and it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It depends on how big you want to make your project, but I tend to not really spend more than $15-20 on a domain. I just don't really see it's worth it if you're a small creator like me. Revenue Cat is another way to accept money, and well, I mean, especially if you're using a mobile app, that could be super important. I'm doing a web app to start with. I think it's easier. The whole mobile app is just a bit more complicated. So yeah, that could be something to do. I'll probably still stick with Stripe for now because I'm just, yeah, I know how to do that already. So also another video on my channel about how to use Bolt and Stripe if you want to watch that. I'll be creating a ton of videos about Bolt.New and documenting my journey through the hackathon. So subscribe to the channel and watch the complete Bolt.New course if you want more education about how to use Bolt.New. Thanks for watching.